So I'm new to a microphone, but I will do my best. I will try not to use my note cards too much. What I'd like to start off saying is good evening, family and friends. For those of you who don't know me, I am Elliston's younger brother and best man. And my name is Conair, like Conair with a T. And I'm so honored to be standing before you. And on behalf of the wedding party, I'd just like to thank Audrey and Elliston for not only making us a part of this beautiful occasion, but for picking such a wonderful place to have a wedding at. And I'd also like to thank the Ulkes and the Ellistons for all the hard work that they put in to make this happen. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you, because without you, this just wouldn't be the same party. So, thank you. Alright, so I need a little help from you guys. If everyone could just participate, I'd really appreciate it. Everyone, edge up to the front of the seat. Just do a little, don't fall off your seat. Just edge a little up on your seat. And on the left side of the room, when I tell you to say it. And on the right side of the room, when I signal to say it. Alright? Alright, so left side of the room. Ooh. Right side. Alright. That feels so much better. Elliston was a little concerned about my speech, and I thought, don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna have everyone on the edge of their seat say you or not. So I truly am honored, Elliston. Let's be honest. Elliston has an incredible group of guy friends and 3 older brothers, and yet he chose me to be his best man. And I know that wasn't an easy decision. Actually, I know what Elliston was thinking. If only Abby could speak. I mean, let's be honest. How many pictures do you see of me on the table? Anyone? So here we are, Elliston. You look nervous? Guys, he has sweat beads running down his face. But you don't have to worry. There's not going to be any character assassination tonight of my brother, because I've basically been torturing him for the past 34 years of his life, and I think he deserves a break. But let me tell you a little about Elliston. We're going to start early on, when he was just a baby. You probably don't know this, but Elliston breastfed for 3 years. Of course, the fun ended when I came around. But that's pretty much the theme of our relationship. I've basically forced Elliston to share since the day I was born. It's funny. A friend of mine, an epidemiologist, she really makes me laugh. She had this quote that I have to share with you. She said, your brother is so cool, calm, and collected. It had to be the breastfeeding. She studies breastfeeding and, natural childbirth. And I thought, and then so she said, it had to be the breastfeeding. You, on the other hand.
How do you explain
So I was concerned. I went to my mom. I said, Mom, can you believe what she said? And she said, well, Conair, you weaned off the breast early because you wanted to play with Elliston. What kills me about it, you may not know this about my mother, but she is not only a Leche League leader, if anyone knows what that is, but also a lactation consultant. And let's put it this way, she was not happy when I chose Elliston over her breast. So what is it about Elliston that draws us all in? I mean, it's hard to pick just one thing. I mean, if you were to, let me just give you my own experience with Elliston, just to summarize things. And it goes back from the very beginning. When I was in junior high, Elliston taught me how to throw a curveball. And that sounds silly, right? But for a 10-year-old who wanted to play professional baseball, that was big. And when I went to high school, he actually introduced me, or he encouraged me to wrestle, and that turned out to be a big part of my high school and college experience. But when the stakes got higher, Elliston was still there. He not only helped me pick a college major, helped me write my senior thesis, helped me land a few internships. Okay, I ended up working where Elliston worked. He got me my first job. But the best part is that when I decided to switch careers and go back to medical school, he put a roof over my head. So he put a roof over my head, and it was nice. And the best part about it was, living there. Every time Elliston would come home with something new, it was like Christmas for me. Whether it was a new bike, hobby, he would bring home a new kitchen appliance, suddenly it was mine. But let's be honest, Elliston's never really had anything he can call his own. And that's the best part, because isn't that what you want in a husband? Life was pretty good in Elliston's house, but I just want to tell you what made it even better is when he brought a very special girl home. Audrey created an instant change in my brother. His spirits just picked up immediately. It was interesting, the nervous energy you saw in him. If they had plans, he obviously wanted to make a good impression. He would spend hours fixing up the house. I mean, you literally could eat off the floor next to a very large dog. It was so clean. And I would just sit there exhausted from the couch. Wearing me out. When Audrey would show up, though, it was like a ritual. They would cook this, great gourmet meal and throw in an episode of Dexter or Mad Men, and it would giggle the entire time. And sometimes these belly laughs would come out, and as a bachelor, I'd think, oh, God, you're making me nauseous. But you couldn't help but want to join in. So I did. It was just the three of us. Audrey, I'm so happy that you can become a part of this family. You could not have been a better choice on the part of my brother. And your loving nature, your patience, your support for my brother as he gets to vet school, it means a lot. So the fact that you make him this happy makes all of us really happy. And I just want to leave you with this one piece of advice. Breastfeed for at least 3 Mom, you can thank me later. I don't have a champagne glass, do I? So here we are, the conclusion of my speech. I just want to toast the bride and groom. So raise your glass. Our wish is that as you grow together and your love for one another builds through the years, that you will look back on this wedding day only to realize that this was the day of your marriage that you loved each other the least. Cheers.
The next speech of the evening will be given by the sister of the bride. Please have a welcome for that.